You're listening to KSG Podcast. This is a short, crisp, concise, exam-oriented, edited editorial for civil services aspirants. In this podcast, we are going to talk about the work on the greenium. Source for the content is Shantanu Srivastava's article for the Financial Express. India's sovereign green bond issuance plans seem to be solidifying, with the Finance Ministry recently announcing the government's second half borrowing plan. The green bond issue size is 160 billion rupees, that is $2 billion, or close to 1% of the overall borrowing for financial year 2023. SGBs, meaning sovereign green bonds, are gaining traction in the sustainable finance markets. Since Poland's first such issuance in 2016, the market has grown fast, with 11 issuers raising a total of $78 billion in 2021 alone. These instruments offer benefits for issuers and investors. Besides helping finance a country's individual pledges as part of the Paris Agreement, SGBs send market signals to indicate the nation's energy transition commitment. Other benefits are better premiums, longer maturities, and access to a new segment of investors. For investors, a sovereign guarantee provides cushioning against credit risk or risk of default by the issuer and transparency compared to similar private issuances. Additionally, as seen in other markets, sovereign green issues have helped grow private green bond markets. For the Indian government, a successful green bond issue would entail achieving a pricing premium of 15 to 25 basis points over plain vanilla government bonds. Considering the current global scenario, rapid interest rate hikes by the US Fed, and increasing US Treasury yields, capital has fled from emerging market bonds. Further, new issuances in offshore markets have shrunk due to concerns regarding dollar strengthening. The SGBs would in all probability be rupee denominated and issued in onshore markets. Hence, it will be challenging for the issue to get a favorable premium. This is because most environmental, social, and governance, that is ESG aligned investors ready to pay a premium for sustainable bond instruments are from developed markets. Indian investors are yet to differentiate pricing between a green bond and the normal rupee bond. After the government's second half borrowing calendar announcement, overall borrowing has reduced by 100 billion rupees, that is $1.2 billion, with no indication of any additional borrowing. This sends a positive market signal on the government's fiscal position. Further, despite an adverse global scenario, the postponement of India's global bond index inclusion and continuous monetary policy committee rate hikes, the 10-year sovereign government bond continues to trade within a range. In addition, foreign portfolio investments in Indian debt markets have risen since August 2022 and hit a 7-month high in September, showcasing the improving sentiment of foreign investors. Empirical evidence of greenium in sovereign bond issuances suggests that it is larger for EMEs. The greenium estimates for emerging markets are 49 and 12 basis points for dollar and euro denominated bonds, respectively, compared to 5 to 6 basis points for advanced economies. Though rising green bond supply in the market lately could have led to falling greeniums on such issues, further, Asian emerging market economies have not seen such greeniums to date. For a greenium, the Indian government must take all possible measures. It's already developing a green bond framework in line with global standards, which is essential to ensure legitimacy with investors. A crucial aspect will be establishing a pipeline of eligible shovel-ready projects following the bond framework, which third-party consultants, environmental experts, and multilateral organizations further assess. That's it for this podcast. Thank you so much for listening. To join KSG India courses and to crack the IELTS exam, visit ksgindia.com. You can also get a PDF of this podcast on ksgindia.com. Thanks for listening and to subscribe to our channel.